think Edwin's saying that we shouldn't be playing it, just pointed up to the lightning that's off in the distance.
This is an absolutely wild play in El Paso and Albuquerque, top of the 5th inning, none out, 3-0 game, visiting team at bat, and they refuse to play because lightning is in the area.
And so who's going to win the standoff? Edwin Rodriguez keeps pointing out to left field, to where the thunder and lightning is, and home plate umpire Lou Williams keeps saying, let's go, send your batter to the plate.
Is there a rules remedy for this situation?
Well, fairly soon the umpire is going to have a decision to make, and so he just signaled out. Lou Williams just signaled out. He just said that there's two, that's one out. And Williams says, if you're not going to send someone to the plate.
This is minor league baseball, so they do have a pitch clock. They do have enhanced pace of play rules, and obviously this is anti-pace of play, what El Paso's trying to do. So there are enhanced penalties that the MLB level does not have due to pitch clock, etc. But the basic rule is the same. Automatic strikes turn into automatic outs, turn into next batter.
Williams is the crew chief. He's behind home plate. Justin Robinson, the umpire at first. Clayton Ham, the umpire at third. Those three are talking it over right now.
So the first question is safety, weather. What do you do? My answer is El Paso's motivation is it's 3-0. They're losing. It's the top of the 5th inning. This game is 3 outs away from becoming an official game. Under the minor league rule, you would scrap it and start over, play a double perhaps. And if they were really serious about trying to go off the field and not putting a batter there, why is it only the batter that they're concerned about? There is a runner on second base. There are base coaches at first and third. They're not leaving the field. It's just the batter. So the motivation isn't safety. It's an excuse that they're using. If it was a legit safety concern, the entire team would have left the field. But we have a runner at second that is remaining on second, base coaches that are remaining in their boxes. So it's clearly a distraction meant for one purpose, to prevent this game from becoming an official game.
Schaefer, he wants to know what's going on.
Insofar as suspending play due to weather, 403E is the rule. Only the umpires, not the home team, not the away team. Once the game has begun, once the home team's batting order is handed to the umpire-in-chief, the umpires are in charge of this.
Number 20, that's Taylor Kohlwey. He was called out for leaving the batter's box.
Also, real quick, it's important to note that high school, college have much stricter lightning rules than pro ball. So don't get them confused. You have to terminate earlier at those levels. In pro ball, you can go a bit further.
Castillo needs to be the next batter.
Provided the batter's box procedure that we referenced before has been followed, strike one, strike two, strike three, 1 out, you go to the next batter, there's an out. The rule on forfeits, by the way, 703, this game could be forfeited. Yep, it absolutely could. It's employing tactics palpably designed to delay or shorten game and refusing to continue play during a game unless the game has been suspended or terminated by the umpire-in-chief. In this situation, if the plate umpire goes ahead and says, you're out, and they continue, they bring up the next batter, fine, continue play. But if they then continue to refuse to keep playing, you can go ahead and keep doing the strike procedure on the next batter, but at a certain time, you warn them, this game's going to be forfeited, and if they don't listen, you forfeit it. Fortunately, they bring a batter to the box.
Meanwhile, all of this has delayed the game by, 5 minutes or so? At least 3 or 4 minutes. Brandon Gold wants a couple of warm-up tosses. And now the third base coach, I think, just got ejected as he just continued to point out toward the thunder and lightning. The rain is starting to come down now.
Very, very frightening me, Galileo. It's water.
And Edwin Rodriguez will walk his coach back to the dugout.
Notice how El Paso's manager from the beginning of the video did a complete about face. He was like, we're not playing, we're not playing. And then the umpire probably said, if you don't play, we're going to forfeit the game. And the manager completely changed his tone. Just saying, enforcing the rules works. I think the inflection point was indeed the umpires enforcing the rules. Lou Williams calling strikes and the out on the batter, and they're like, we can't delay this game. The umpires are actually going to call us out on it, so we better get to playing. Oddly enough, El Paso ends up scoring 3 runs, and then the game gets suspended due to rain. So they actually were helped by the umpires reining them back in, saying, no, we're going to play real baseball. They hunkered down, they played ball, and they scored 3. They did what they needed to do. And that's credit to the umpires and the manager for having a level head. Too bad about the third base coach, though. Visit us online at closecallsports.com, Twitter, and Facebook. We'll see you on the site.